And welcome back, everybody. Megan Fraser McCrogan is our guest, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Harbor Point, what does that mean for the Chamber? Boy, that's, when that comes to fruition, that's going to be another huge piece here.
Yes, another big part of development, much like we talked about with the Downtown Vision Plan. You know, it's all part of that plan. We haven't really weighed in quite heavily on that actual, area specifically. But as far as how that ties into, the developments going on at the ODD and the hospital, we've certainly weighted on that as part of the Downtown Vision Plan. So we're really excited to see all the development happening in downtown Utica.
Yeah. What does our area need? Does the Chamber have an opinion on that, what we need, what we don't have here?
Well, it's funny you bring that up. So we are currently working on having a discussion with a collaboration of other chambers and area organizations on, how are we promoting our area, not only for people recruiting employees coming in. With the Cree announcement, there's been a lot of discussion around this. And so what we're really working on is a recruitment tool to kind of pull everything together that our area is about, and I think that kind of highlights what we currently do have, because we do believe that we live in a great area that has a lot happening and a lot going on, and so this will really help to package that all up nicely, not only, like I said, for people recruiting people to come to the area, but also for people who live here. I think a lot of times people that live here and grew up here tend to be negative, and we really need to change that dialogue. And so that's something that we're currently working on with various different community organizations.
What does the Cree project mean? I mean, it's going to mean another member of the Chamber for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So we're just really excited about that announcement. I think there are people that are still a little gun shy to be excited about it, but they really shouldn't be. This project is much different than what has happened in the past, and we really need to move forward, and the structure in which they were brought in is a little bit different than the past issues that were happening at that site. So we're really optimistic about that as well, and the jobs. And when you think about the jobs, around 600 jobs, you also have to think about the multiplier of that and what that means for bringing families and spouses, and there's a lot more that comes with those 600 jobs. So we're really looking forward to that impact.
And I see, and you're right, there was some disappointment in the past, a lot of disappointment in the past. But this company is advertising for jobs now. They are,
and it's different. They actually have to make the investment before they get the reimbursement, which I think is, a big piece of the project that's different from the past. The structure in which it was handled is different. So I think that, Mohawk Valley Edge has a lot of great materials out there that explain the project in full, and I believe some of those are available right on their website. But the jobs are being advertised, and we know that there's a young professional coming in that they've already hired, and he's going to be starting in January, and he's coming with his wife and kids, and it's just really nice to see that we're going to have some influx of new people coming to the area. And by the way, those new people are very positive about our area, and they really see the potential here.
One of the things that I wonder about is you see all the loft apartments being built, and it almost seems like where are all these who's taking these apartments? But I guess there's a need for them.
There is a need, and surprisingly, a lot of people think that it's all focused on the millennials. It's really not. If you think of millennials now, that age group is really starting families, and ironically, they're moving out of the apartments and into the suburbs. What we're seeing downtown is really an influx of baby boomers that are deciding that they don't want to have the property anymore, getting into retirement and getting into, having less maintenance responsibilities. And so there's a lot of that demographic that's moving downtown.
Maybe I ought to look at a loft apartment.
I know, it would be great.
Talk about your podcast that you do, Leveling Up.
Yes. So I started a podcast, Leveling Up, a couple months ago, and we will be airing the 10th episode in a couple weeks. And really the whole point of it is to really put a face to all of our chamber members and make them relatable throughout the community. A lot of people see businesses, and it doesn't necessarily, they're not all business owners that I'm interviewing, but people who work for businesses that really, you don't know their story. How did they get there? How have they leveled up in life to get where they are, and how does that story really tie into their success? And it's been a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed interviewing different people, and I think hopefully it helps put a face to businesses and helps, again, make them more relatable and approachable. My feeling, again, back to the networking, is when people know you and know the people behind their business, they're more likely to be loyal to you and to patronize your business.
How does someone watch the podcast?
So the podcast, it's available on a lot of different platforms. You know, they push it out to, it goes on everything from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. All the episodes live on greateruticachamber.org, and you can listen to them either in podcast form, you know, just audio, or you can watch. We have a set and everything, much like the show here, but it just goes on online, and they can get it live, and that happens live on Facebook, YouTube, and also I'm missing a platform. Oh, believe it goes on Twitter too, live when we're airing the show, and that schedule is also all listed on our website. You also can get it on Apple and Google Podcast. So if you just search Leveling Up with Megan McGrogan, if you have a long drive, or hopefully you don't need to fall asleep at night listening to it, but you know, I don't think my voice puts people to sleep.
No.
Hopefully not.
No.
But you could listen to it, you know, whenever you have a free minute, and get to know some of our area businesses and their employees.
And you do it how often?
Bi-weekly. So
Bi-weekly.
Wednesdays at 1 p.m. And it's all put out through the Disruption Network, which is actually one of our finalists for the Business of the Year too. And they've created a great company where they help put these podcasts on. So it's a really fun thing, and hopefully makes us more relatable in the community as a chamber as well.
Yeah, good. Well, continued success. I think this is going to
Thank
be
you.
2020. I think is going to be. You're in the business of saying it.
Yes.
Has to be a good year.
It
I don't
will
have
be a
to,
good year. It
I don't.
will.
I don't have to say it, but I think it's
Yes.
going to be a good year for our area.
It will. It will. And thank you for all you do with the show to promote.
Oh, you're
everybody in the
welcome.
area.
Come back and see us again.
We will.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
Thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. We'll be back again next week and do it all again. Don't forget cnyhomepage.com. There's lots of good stuff there as well. Until next time, take care of yourself, everybody.